Welcome to the Prop Market. I'm your host, the Prop King, and today I have NBA Summer League picks for July 13th, 2025. Looking for a huge bounce back spot here on July 13th. 13 is a good number for us to bounce back. It's not unlucky for me. So I think we're going to have a big bounce back spot today. What we did yesterday was not characteristic of what I do in the NBA Summer League. It is my niche, and it's very unacceptable. And I definitely spend extra time in the lab working on these picks that I have for you today. Super confident with six player props and one best bet. On the bright side, we did cash our best bet once again, so we're 3-1. We'll talk about that in a second. But six player props, three overs, three unders, keeping it balanced for you today. Before I get started with the picks, I want to go ahead and give out some information, just a little bit of knowledge I'm trying to drop for some people out there that may be new to the channel. I like to do this from time to time. Some people are just betting one six pick flex or one five pick flex and think that they're going to win money like that. That is not the way you win long term. Long term, you win by volume. So you must bet volume. Of course, you have to have a winning percentage over 58%, but you also have to bet volume. That means two-man flexes, three-man flexes at times, five-man flexes, a bunch of them. Don't just put one lineup in and be like, oh man, it didn't hit. Yeah, if you do that, you're going to have a long road here in the gambling game. So volume matters. I mean, of course, you want to have lower bets but higher volume. So, for instance, if you only can bet $2 a bet, then maybe you should do that, but bet a lot of them, or five or 10. But instead of doing like a $50 bet and only doing one, that's really not long-term profitable for anyone, to be honest. But because we're here for a bounce back spot, I have six great picks. You might want to put me in a six-man flex because I am guaranteeing a winning day. With that being said, let's go ahead and get to it. Overall, we're at 16 and 10, so we're still profitable over 58%. That's why it's still in the green, 62% overall. Best bets are hitting at 3-1, 75%. And I have another great one coming for you today. Remember, I put my money where my mouth is, so every single bet that I make, I guarantee you I am betting them myself. I'm one of the few people that are doing the NBA Summer League. So go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and leave me a comment just to show me appreciation as we're going to bounce back today. All those likes, all those good comments brings that good juju so we can definitely win on today. First pick is Asa Newell, and I'm going to be fading this guy just like I did on the last time on the show. He cashed for us as well against Asa. I don't see him, showing really well because he's not a really strong offensive performer. He doesn't have a go-to move. He doesn't show well in the post. He actually was in on the perimeter a lot, fading around there, just hanging out on the three-point line. To be honest, a couple of the baskets that he made, the ball like skipped off somebody's knee and landed in his hands. He made a weird layup. Offense was not very good. Not impressed with his offense ability. He also looks a lot smaller in the NBA than he did in college, and that's never a good thing. Phoenix has two good bigs, maybe three, that will contest him as well. His minutes, are average. You're not, going through the roof. I don't think he's going to play over 30 minutes. So I really like this under for him. Give me under 19 PRA for Asa Newell. Next guy is Maluach, and similar to Asa, he looked, not as fluid. He looked a little slow on defense for sure, getting blown by. Offensively, he spent a lot of time on the perimeter as well. Shot six threes, went 1 for 6 from the three-point line. I think he can improve that percentage, but the fact that he's on the three-point line so much doesn't bode well for him long term. Only played 21 minutes. Something else I like to fade is his 21 minutes because I believe that's about his limit right there. He looked kind of tired on the court as well. With him being on the perimeter, it's taken away from his rebounding opportunities. He did not look like a guy that wanted to be super aggressive in the paint. His number may rise because he did go over his number, got to 20, even though he shot very badly. I like the 19.5, but I love the 20.5 even better. But, you might want to wait on that. But give me the under 19.5 PRA for Khamar Maluach. Next guy is Ron Holland of the Pistons, and Ron Holland is an absolute made for summer league player. He had 28 points in just 28 minutes. Overall, he had 41 PRA. You see, NBA average is 10 PRA. PRA projection is 30. This guy is an absolute stud. He plays really good in transition. The Rockets gave up 95 points to the Clippers, and guys that played the same position as Ron Holland kind of went off. I don't see, even if he doesn't shoot, 8 for 12 like he did in the last game, which is super efficient, I still see him getting more shots up. Hopefully he takes on that Cooper Flag, Jamarie Fields, Fears, role and just shoot the ball 20 plus times. That would be great. But I think he's going to still get there with the rebounds as well. He's going to push the ball. He's going to be aggressive. Give me his over 28 PRA for Ron Holland. Next guy we're also going to go over is Jamal Shead. Jamal Shead was dealing with a blowout in the last game, only played 21 minutes. They blew this team out. Toronto is very talented, probably one of the best summer league teams out there. So if you got any future bets, hopefully you might want to put it on them. He rebounds well. He's a good playmaker and he can score. So he can do a lot of different things. Here's a guy that played 75 games in the NBA, so he's got a lot of experience as well. Highest usage on the team. I do see him, coming out being just as aggressive but more aggressive. Only 19 PRA, but he only played for 21 minutes. I think he gets his regular 30 minutes or so in this game. They want to kind of see him get out there in the flow. I absolutely love this guy. He's tenacious. Give me his over 22.5 PRA for Jamal Shead. Next guy I'm fading is Kasparis Jakucionis of the Heat. And yes, I do know he's coming off a crazy good game. He had 32 PRA, 7 to 12 from the field, 5 and 9 from the three-point line. He had 24 points. But I expect major regression, and obviously the books do too. That's why they kept his number at only 17.5 PRA. 1 for 4 as far as going over this in his 4 games. His average for the summer league is 14. He's actually played 4 games. Other games he had 6, 5, and 12. So he hasn't even been over close to over this number in the summer league. I think it was an outlier performance. Definitely going to get some more attention after going off. Where there, 15 coaches over there, they're going to tell him, "Hey, you might need to guard this guy." And I know I say that a lot, but there's a bunch of coaches in the NBA summer league just sitting around. I hope they're actually, doing something. But if they are, they should be saying this guy went off. Another thing is Pele Larson and Khalil Ware both played bad or not up to standard, and I think they both will have bounce back spots, which will stop his usage and cut down his opportunities. Played, 27 minutes, so it's not like he's getting a whole lot of minutes. I can see him even getting a little bit less. Give me his under 17.5 PRA for Kasparis Jakucionis. The next guy is Bub Carrington. Last guy, 12 PRA in the last game. But let me explain something to you about this guy. I'm going with his over because this has to be the bounce back spot of the century. He played 32 minutes and only 12 PRA. But what makes it even more shameful is he averaged 18 PRA in an actual NBA game. So, what that tells me is he wasn't interested. He wasn't aggressive. He wasn't efficient. He went 1 for 9 from the field, 1 for 5 from three. He has to have a bounce back spot. I think he came in here thinking, "Oh, I'm just gonna coast through," and you know what? No, you embarrassed yourself. So he's definitely gonna have to improve, be more aggressive in this game. The minutes were there. The shots weren't there. I think he gets more shots up, and I also think that he's taking this a little more pride. They also lost the game, so it's not that he didn't play well or didn't really attack or be aggressive, and they were winning. They were losing, and he continued to be not aggressive. So I think this is a great bounce back spot if ever. It's my favorite pick on the board. Give me over 24.5 PRA for Bub Carrington. Now for my best bet. We did cash last time with the easy under, and we have another easy under that we're gonna hit. Suns versus Hawks. Come on, man. Give me this under 181.5. Too many points for the Suns and the Hawks. Hawks and Suns should be around, each should be around high 70s, low 80s. I absolutely love this under. The Suns pride themselves on defense as far as a lot of guys that are playing. Like Ryan Dunn is not an offensive guy, he's more a defensive guy. Hawks as well got a lot of young, inexperienced guys. No guys with like a bunch of experience scoring at the NBA level. So I like this under here. Defense should improve. Pace was fast, and I get that's why. But give me the under 181.5. I don't think they make enough shots. Now for a recap, we got Newell under 19 PRA, Maluach under 19.5 PRA, Holland over 28 PRA, Shead over 22.5 PRA, Jakucionis under 17.5 PRA, and Carrington over 24 PRA. As I told you guys, I'm guaranteeing a winning day. Hit that subscribe button. I am one of the only people giving you NBA picks every single day, NBA Summer League picks, along with I'm giving you college content. Go ahead and check out. I just had a season total show come out for the Big 12. Go ahead and check that out. I have SEC and I also have the Big 10 already up. So college football, I will be your tour guide throughout that as well. Hit the like button. Let's bring some good karma here. Let's get bounce back spot here and leave some positive comments. I do appreciate any comment, positive or negative. Either way, I think it's time to be positive because I think it's going to be a winning day. Let's go 6-0. Keep what you like, leave what you don't, and let's cash.